Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Devon Achane to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Goff taking right to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 18-yard line.
Goff back to throw. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Goff now, 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak because they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
Punt meets him at the 28. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Go!
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A strike for 23 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Going to the ground again on 1st. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
They'll throw it here on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Come on.
Tight end in motion left.
19 Tiger.
They're going to try and throw it here. It is caught left side. Escapes the defender. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers Tigers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then catch it in for 6 on their opening drive.
We do it every game.
It feels like it. Almost every game. Yeah.
You're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here comes Achane. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Gibbs. He finds space for a few yards that time. And Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. It's complete to Slaw. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down from the 42. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Looking to throw. Goff. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anyone on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
On the draw, St. Brown. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Here comes the 4th down snap to Goff. He connects downfield. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on. We've set it down from 37. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
17.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Quick slant is caught by Tislam. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Opening carry for Devontae Champ. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, lift! Lift!
Goff working from the pistol. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Like 20. 12.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Whirling. 120. Beat. He's coming in motion. Hey. 12. Orange.
They'll go for it. Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Pack. Ready.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go. Panther 80. Panther 11. danger.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Look at that power, deep left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready. Cougar Knights, Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Cub 19. Cub 19.
He's going to throw it again. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
What's up?
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Black foot. What's up?
Again, left side for Gibbs. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Black foot. What's up?
That one complete to St. Brown. And he's down to almost, nope. We're going to give him the 30 here. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the gun, Goff. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
14. 14.
Goff now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
We go tonight. Like 20. Maverick. Super. Turbo.
On the red zone now. Has it down close. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's a great look to make sure they finish with 6 points.
14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. He'll pick things up from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll take this in for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Dose of the hurry up here.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Thornton in motion right. To throw here on 1st down. Absolutely fires this one right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they have the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Backed up just a bit. Here's another 1st and goal.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Goal to go. They're passing. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. That's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
Ready.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Running back motions right. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. return, here comes Achane. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
We go tonight. What's that?
Here's Gall. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Goff on 1st and 10. That's Laporta again. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Louis. Value 3. Listen. What's that?
On 1st down, it's Goff. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
It was hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
We go tonight.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It could be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
180.
Intercepted! Kicked off by their rookie from Michigan. And the Packers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space. Take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Jacobs running behind center. And the defense all over this one. Maybe got a yard of it as he tried to bounce that one outside. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he reaches the 35 before going out. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
All set to go now from the 35.
They see a quarterback in the open field, and all they want to do is knock him out. Or in this case, knock the ball loose. Job well done.
H.A. the first down carry. Nothing doing on the outside yet. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
He was taken down.
Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Goff off the play action. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Come on. Line 20. Tiger, Tiger. Mosey, moving. Super.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
120.
You can do it, baby.
17. 12. What's that?
Again, Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Ready? 19, 18.
Man in motion here. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
18, ready. Bronco 80. Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Working on 1st down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Touchdown, it's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Lions make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Cut. White 20. Cut.
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. They connect on the trick play. He's brought down. What a surprise with the double pass there. Gets him a first down. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's looking deep once again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 39-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off to the air now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Right 20.
Shotgun snap here to go. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Listen. Hey. 5. What's that?
Goff on 3rd. That one's cut along the left sideline. They get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Gonna throw again. Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
Hold on. Check. White 20.
Check, go get him. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Yes, sir. What's that?
Throwing again. Here's Goff. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's they will be on the verge of a touchdown here, partners. He pushes this down to the 5-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Cut. 180. Shell.
Trying to run it in. Achane. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Whirling.
Goff working from the pistol. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Packers are going to have it after a 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
18 Rattler.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 15-yard line.
7 Pirates.
They send a man in motion. He's dropping back to throw. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense up to the line fast.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Go right side, and Dobbs has it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
60. 18, 5 in.
They've got a man in motion. He's going to throw it again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
70 Rangers. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Right.
Here's a design run. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is
That
good.
one splits the uprights.
Ties the game.
And the Packers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Starting from the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll be happy about
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Hey, 76! 76! Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Louis.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Super one.
Back to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it. It builds some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Has a man on target to Thornton. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They get 23 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
19 targets.
First down, Green Bay.
7 Pirates. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 7-yard line.
60 Maverick. Cup 19.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Packers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like the receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
To kick this away. He'll take this at the 10. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Cut. 180.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Lions have a first down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
45-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
On the gun, call.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing the out route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Hits his running back. He's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to get him the opposing 49.
A 4-yard gain.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
180.
Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now trail by just a point in the fourth. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Going in motion right. Looking for a pass on second and short. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here he is on third and short. The third down throw falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
A tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They're going to throw for it on fourth. Pass brought in by Watson. And that short gain is enough for to set it down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer.
Throwing it again here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
If this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Still sticking with the passing game. Gets him on a quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, Packers.
Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
70 Lions.
And a Packer first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's second down.
Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
Line up the design keeper. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Hey, being evenly matched at the line may sound like a draw, but that's an absolute win defensively. They absorbed a huge push and did not get driven back an inch.
Warriors 70. Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
He'll throw it. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Green Bay.
From the red zone now. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun give now to Jacob. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gain of 8.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Quick throw is caught. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 4th quarter lead.
Touchdown, Packers.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here comes Achane. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out at the 19. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Yet another grab for St. Brown. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
It's It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Gibbs now from the gun. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions losing by 7. 3rd and just 2 to go.
17. We go. Right, Clay. Louis. Hey, 5. Jester.
He's back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Still going inside the 35. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late. We gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60. Trap 60. Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Cup 19.
Hey, we working up the wide receiver. We working.
He'll look to throw it. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
60 Maverick. 60. Ready. 60 Bobcat. 19, 18. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw it. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to return from the 29. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
Eagles are tired inside, they're ready to grab them. They get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have the things we've been lacking, my bruh. So what are we lacking? I could
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Shell. 12. 17.
Back to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass. Intended for his running back there. And brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10.
What's that?
Coming right is Gibbs. And they find them after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
180. 12. We're good. What's that?
Setting up to pass. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Black 20.
Here he is to throw. He's going to be caught by his running back, Harris. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
Brings up 3rd and
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Tonight.
Trying to pick it up here with Achane. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, there's a case to be made, and a really strong one, that this running back deserves the next touch. I'll tell you this, Kate, defense going to be keyed up on him. Maybe a great time for a little play-action pass, too.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Achane. And he breaks the tie. That's going to win him this game. Brock, touchdown! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Bates tacks on the extra point. The Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Packers 35.
defense has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
35-yard line.
Starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
60, let's go. Come 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Working from the gun. It's Willis. Back to a familiar target. It's Lofton. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone.
1st and 10 at the
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Get up. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. They connect on the trick play. And he's brought down. What a surprise with the double pass there. Gets him a 1st down. So it's one for the win column for the Lions. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.